I'm Timothy White, and this is the Keith Richards and the X-pective Winos edition of the Timothy White Sessions, coming to you live from the grave and gritty heart of New York City. Keith, we're going to go into a tune now from your Main Offender record. A little song. During the writing session, the phone kept ringing. Somebody was asking for a certain girl. I think the roommate of your niece. What was her name?
Miss Eileen.
Eileen, Keith Richards, and the X-pective Winos, live here from New York City. We said at the top of the tune, somebody kept on calling during that writing session for a certain girl.
Well, loads of people were calling. They were never the same. I don't think it was the same person. I was playing the riff, and Steve was with me.
Was this at your home in New York or something?
Yeah, I was in my apartment, and Eileen is a roommate. She lives with my niece, and my son lives there. So there's all these people around. And we said, empty the apartment. I'm going to write some songs. I need peace and quiet. No partying, you know. So I started to get this riff going on the guitar with the little cassette player, and the phone rings. Steve picks it up. No, Eileen isn't here. This goes on, to cut it short, goes on 6, 7, 8 times. And after about the 8th, 9th phone call, I looked at Steve and I said, you know what this song's called? You know, it's got to be Eileen.
It's so funny. I mean, just these things name themselves.
They do. They're the good ones.
You've made some adjustments structurally from how you did it, the studio version, and how you're going to do it on tour.
Oh, it'll probably change some more.
But people switch around in this band and things. I mean, people are very versatile. It's a very kind of fluid sort of a thing.
I think that's what I learned when the Winos went out on the road the first time 4 years ago. I suddenly realized that, well, okay, there's 5, 6 guys in the band, but everybody plays something else. And some of them are 3, 4 different instruments. And this is one of the strengths we have here, is to be able to get different textures, jump around. If I walk out the studio on a Wino session, for 5 minutes, take a phone call, I come back and everybody's on another instrument. I say, okay, carry on.
Do you think that's a strength also in terms of writing the songs, that people can trade off and think out loud with that kind of ease and capability?
For sure, for sure. It's the more freedom there is in a band for everybody to get their ideas in, and to walk in preconceiving things is a disaster. It's not what this music's about. You've got to have enough room in anything you want to do for the other guys to sort of say, well, it could go, how about this? Maybe you're right.
It's a wonderful document, it really is. And actually, you've succeeded in cooking up your own sound now with the band. Even in terms of, say, the first appearance on the radio, Wicked as It Seems, people were saying, Keith has got a new record out. I mean, there was no doubt in people's minds that the Winos had made another record, and this was the first shot from it. It was great.
Yeah, to me, it's a total miracle to have another band, and I can work with the same guys again, because a lot of what I do depends on everybody knowing each other real well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I think you really value that rapport.
Really, yeah, because otherwise you have to start up and build, you know, if you wanted to, which I wouldn't, to work with other guys and that starting again thing is that hampers you, you know, to be able to sort of get things to grow. You know.
But what's interesting about the Winos sound, there's a lot of space around it. There's a lot of playing with time and playing with the rhythm.
Yeah, there is. That's what we do, because if you write something, you say, well, I don't want to make it too straight. And you say, how can we shift things around? And once you start looking for that, amazing areas open up.
Keith, let's talk about a song you're working on here in rehearsal now from your first solo record, Take It So Hard. And you've got your infamous Telecaster cradled in your lap here. Actually, tell us a little bit about the Telecaster first, because this dates back to Exile on Main Street, doesn't it?
It dates back a long way. I mean, it's been with me so long, I really lost count of when I got it. But if you when you take it apart to look at it, and I only really found this out thanks to my friend Pierre here the other day, March the 19th, 1954, and a chick called Mary wired it. So, hey, Mary.
So when you take the plate off, that information is inscribed inside?
Yeah, written in pencil, yes.
So this is a female guitar, then?
They're all female, Tim. That's the attraction.
This is true. This is true. It wouldn't be half as interesting.
It's the shape of the thing.
You couldn't count on that. For Take It So Hard, Why don't you give us an idea of like the core riff that you built the song from?
Oh, well, that's fairly simple. That's how it started. You know, that's how it started the whole song.
It's like simplicity itself, but there's a kind of elastic thing there. You know, there's a certain amount of muscle in it and a certain amount of air moving around it too.
Yeah, you don't have to do a lot, but you have to do it in the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is my problem.
Well, let's go now to a live version of Take It So Hard, Keith Richards and the X-pective Winos, live, just for us, from New York City. Take It So Hard. live here in the studio in Manhattan just for us. Keith Richards and the X-pective Winos playing the radio favorite from his first solo record, Talk Is Cheap, in the studio with his whole band, which includes sax great Bobby Keys, who's standing over in the corner there, getting ready for the next track. And Keith, Bobby has been with you for the longest time, both in terms of your work with the Stones and with the X-pective Winos. He's traveled with both bands on tour. And also, I think you and he were born on the same day, in the same year, maybe just minutes apart?
Minutes or hours. We could never figure out the wartime timing, but it's close enough.
What would have been going on in the world in that year, that moment in time? I don't know what was going on in Texas. I think
Bobby's first 18 months were a little different to mine, but he made up for it later. Yeah, well, I was being bombed and Bob wasn't, but he got bombed later.
Oh. On Talk Is Cheap, he had worked with the Winos and you on Whip It Up.
I insist on Bobby Keys. Bobby's been with on Stones tours.
Straight on.
Yeah. Other sessions between Sticky Fingers. And many goat's head soup through there. There was a slight lull when he was caught and missed a gig. Something to do with a bath full of champagne and some chick in France. But we won't go into that, Bob.
Well, that sounds important enough.
It took me a while to reinstate him after that.
Now, during the course of the set for this second Winos World Tour, are you going to be doing Whip It Up?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah. They force it on me.
Does Bobby play with his part, in terms of maybe revamping things or expanding things for the live version of it?
To me, Bobby plays a lot of baritone sax with the Winos as well, and and I've always loved that. I always loved the way the Motown and the soul people use baritone. So there's that space and that gap between the bass guitar and the pianos of the guitar, which could be utilized, and the baritone can do it perfectly, and it gives extra punch and air. It's like it puts the screws on the bottom end, and it's and when you got somebody like Bobby Keys playing it, well, what can I say?
Well, let's jump to the live version that exists thus far for Whip It Up, live from the Hollywood Palladium. Keith Richards and the X-pective Winos.
Yeah.
Keith, on the new record, there's a very soulful feel to it. I mean, I hear a little bit of chess in there. I hear a little bit of Stax in there. Those kinds of influences. Motown.
Motown.
Steve was saying Motown.
Kingston Channel 1.
Yeah, a little Kingston Channel 1. Are those conscious things in terms of enthusiasms? It's like you'll say, let's get a certain taste in there.
I don't know. It's funny. I'm always asking myself whether whether I do it consciously or not. To me, it wasn't really apparent until the record was finished and mastered, and I started to listen to it and realized I couldn't go back and tinker with it anymore. So, and then I started listening to it and say, I guess I've kind of made a record here. The stuff that I want to hear, but I'm not hearing anymore. Without getting nostalgic about it. Because in the studio, the guys and I was like, let's push that Motown bit. Let's take this to Memphis. Let's take this one to Chicago. So there is it's a kind of, I'm not quite sure the percentage, it was 75-25, but I realize it more when the record's finished than I do when I'm doing it.
Sometimes Steve's drums, they seem almost like a vocal in terms of the way they're mixed and the placement and the structure of some of the songs. Is that like a component frame of mind that you have?
Yeah, everything I do is based on rhythm, really. The melodies, that's the icing on the cake, if we can come up with them. But I guess I work off of rhythm more, and since I write most of the songs with Steve, drums, and it's not often you can find a guy that can play drums that can write songs that can actually sing in tune.
It's amazing.
So to me it is a blessing, because I can work straight through to the rhythm, and so in that respect I guess that's really what you're talking about. That's what comes through. Yeah, I'm singing to the drums, I'm singing to the man.
There's a song that you're going to be playing on tour that you're working out in rehearsal here called How I Wish. Would that be an example of this kind of thing where you're like singing to the drums and and keeping them in mind in terms of an almost vocal-like presence?
Basically, it's a very unconscious thing. When you realize it more after you've laid it down and done it, and say, oh yeah, I'm really, I'm leaping off at the drums. It's a kind of a luxury in a way to be able to work with people that you can do that with. To me, there's not much point in trying to play rock and roll with the bass player comes in Monday and the drummer comes in Tuesday. These guys never meet.
Yeah.
And
it sounds like it.
It's well, kind of, yeah. It gets cold and and after all, one of the few things that rock and roll music or any popular music really has is a certain spontaneity and a certain feeling and capturing it all at the right time. And you can only do that when you've got everybody in the room at the same time.
Well, everybody is here right now in the heart of Manhattan in the dead of night, as it should be.
It has to be.
And we're going to hear the live version, just for us, of How I Wish. First heard from Talk Is Cheap, now right here in a new version. Keith and his whole band are here in the studio for a rehearsal on the eve of their U.S. tour. They're playing a song right now, already in progress. Let's join them. Yap, yap.
Yeah, babe, I'm out of here. It makes no sense to me. You get no fence around me. Oh, yap, yap, you know you're talking too much. Oh, yeah, yap, yap, far too much. Even in my sleep, I hear you, babe. You know it makes me weep when I the whispers around me, baby. I hear the echoes around the block. Ooh, I get all my secrets back. Believe me, it's quite a shock. Ooh, yeah. Yap, yap, you know you talk too much. Far too much, letting me down. With that switchblade tongue, baby, it's working me over and over and over and over. Yeah, so what's your message, babe? Come on, you can talk to me. Incessant gossip, over, 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 constantly, over, over. Oh yeah, it makes no sense to me. Yes, you get no fence around. Driving me. Ooh, yeah, yeah, driving me out of here, yeah.
Keith Richards and Band live playing Yap Yap as no one's yet heard it before, in rehearsal for his U.S. tour about to begin. Keith, let me grab you for a second. Tell me the origins of Yap Yap, where you got the idea for the song.
Yap Yap came about because of this idea about everybody. Let's utilize everybody's talents more on the second record, and to shift everybody about. And they all looked at me and said, "Yeah, Keith, but you play bass." So it kind of rebounded on me, you know. And so, yeah, right. So they got me into playing bass, and then I started to write songs on bass, and Yap Yap came out from there. And I hadn't written on bass. Not many people write on bass. But,
had you written on bass before?
Yeah,
ever?
yeah. I had, I think, Let's Spend the Night Together, and but way back, you know. And so they turned the idea back on me, you know.
So that's great. So they set up these little challenges for you too. That's great.
Yeah.
Keith, a quick question before we go to this next live performance. There's such a sense of heritage in your music. I mean, you've traveled the roads that your heroes did, and have such an affection for rock and roll and blues and R&B traditions. What's the living legacy of rock and roll? Is it the freedom to think out loud?
Yeah, get out of the business and just get into the fun of it. It's a matter of the joy of working with other people and being able to turn yourself into one thing. It's a functioning gang, if you know what I mean, with no ill intentions. You know?
Well, this is a functioning gang, if ever there was one. And actually, we're going to go out on a song that is a Stones pillar. But the Winos have got a version that's all their own. And I'm not qualified to introduce this song. I think that you should introduce this song.
Okay, this is Gimme Shelter.
Keith, I want to thank you. I want to thank Bobby Keys. I want to thank Steve Jordan. I want to thank Ivan Neville. I want to thank Bobby Floyd. I want to thank Charlie Drayton. I want to thank Waddy Wachtel. I want to thank Sarah Dash.
Yeah.
I want to thank all the people that go into making up this crazy gang, the X-pective Winos. It was so wonderful to let us in on your rehearsal for your second world
Pleasure.
tour. It's a fantastic experience and a great intimate look at the engine room of a great band.
Hey, Tim, we want to thank you.
Say
This is Steve Jordan. I'm butting in now.
That is a tribute to you also, Tim.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Job wonderful.
Yeah, good one, Tim.